Boris Johnson is the reason Ukraine is still fighting. President Putin said the war between Russia and Ukraine would have ended a long time ago. Putin said that it was Prime Minister Boris Johnson convinced them and talked out of them the negotiation, and the opportunity to end the war was completely missed.
Want a negotiated settlement to what's happening in Ukraine.
Right. And we made it. We prepared a huge document in Istanbul that was initialed by the head of the Ukrainian delegation. He affixed his signature to some of the provisions, not to all of it. He put his signature, and then he himself said, "We were ready to sign it and the war would have been over long ago, 18 months ago." However, Prime Minister Johnson came, talked us out of it, and we missed that.
CIA blew up Nord Stream. The CIA does not have an alibi, and President Putin has a lot to say about that. He said that we should not only look for someone who is interested, but also for someone who has the capabilities.
Who blew up Nord Stream?
You personally may have an alibi, but the CIA has no such alibi.
Do you have evidence that NATO or the CIA did it?
You know, I won't get into details, but people always say in such cases, look for someone who is interested. But in this case, we should not only look for someone who is interested, but also for someone who has capabilities. Because there may be many people interested, but not all of them are capable of sinking to the bottom of the Baltic Sea and carrying out this explosion.
Putin threatens World War III. The Russian president says that he is willing to negotiate, but Russia will fight until the end for its interests, even at the expense of World War III.
If somebody has the desire to send regular troops, that would certainly bring humanity to the brink of very serious global conflict. This is obvious. Do the United States need this? What for? Thousands of miles away from your national territory. Don't you have anything better to do? You have issues on the border, issues with migration, issues with the national debt. More than $33 trillion. You have nothing better to do, so you should fight in Ukraine? Wouldn't it be better to negotiate with Russia? Make an agreement, already understanding the situation that is developing today, realizing that Russia will fight for its interests to the end? Russia will fight for its interests to the end?
Elon Musk is unstoppable. For the first time, Neuralink has been tested on a human and is recovering well. Initial research show promising neuron spike detection.
There are reports that Elon Musk has already had a chip implanted in the human brain in the USA.
What do you think of that?
Well, I think there's no stopping Elon Musk.
Putin will not attack and invade NATO countries. Putin expressed that he has no interest in invading NATO countries and even Poland.
The threat I think you're referring to is a Russian invasion of Poland, Latvia, expansionist behavior. Can you imagine a scenario where you sent Russian troops to Poland?
Only in one case, if Poland attacks Russia. Why? Because we have no interest in Poland, Latvia, or anywhere else. Why would we do that? We simply don't have any interest. It's just threat-mongering.
Well, the argument, I know you know this, is that, well, he invaded Ukraine, he has territorial aims across the continent, and you're saying unequivocally you don't.
It is absolutely out of the question. You just don't have to be any kind of analyst. It goes against common sense to get involved in some kind of a global war. And a global war will bring all humanity to the brink of destruction. It's obvious.